Hi, everybody. We are continuing with I Am That by Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. We're on chapter 8. The self stands beyond the mind. Woohoo, moving along. Are we ready? All right, questioner starts. As a child, fairly often I experienced states of complete happiness verging on ecstasy. Later, they ceased, but since I came to India, they reappeared, particularly after I met you. Yet these states, however wonderful, are not lasting. They come and go, and there is no knowing when they will come back. Maharaj, how can anything be steady in a mind which itself is not steady? Questioner, how can I make my mind steady? Maharaj, how can an unsteady mind make itself steady? Of course it cannot. It is the nature of the mind to roam about. All you can do is to shift the focus of consciousness beyond the mind. Questioner, how is it done? Maharaj, refuse all thoughts except one, the thought I am. The mind will rebel in the beginning. The mind will rebel in the beginning, but with patience and perseverance, it will yield and keep quiet. Once you are quiet, things will begin to happen spontaneously and quite naturally without any interference on your part. Questioner, can I avoid this protracted battle with my mind? Maharaj, yes, you can. Just live your life as it comes, but alertly, watchfully, allowing everything to happen as it happens, doing the natural things the natural way, suffering, rejoicing, as life brings. This also is a way. Questioner. Well, then I can as well marry, have children, run a business, be happy. Maharaj. Sure. You may or may not be happy. Take it in your stride. Questioner. Yet I want happiness. Maharaj, true happiness cannot be found in things that change and pass away. Pleasure and pain alternate inexorably. Okay, I gotta look up inexorably. I don't know exactly what that means. And Inexorably. Inexorably. Am I saying it right? Inexorably. Inexorably. In a way that is unyielding, unchangeable, or unavoidable. Fate seemed to be working inexorably, relentlessly, to bring about the dictator's downfall. Okay, start that sentence over. Pleasure and pain alternate inexorably. Happiness comes from the self and can be found in the self only. Find your real self, and all else will come with it. Questioner, if my real self is peace and love, why is it so restless? Maharaj, it is not your real being that is restless, but its reflection in the mind appears restless because the mind is restless. It is just like the reflection of the moon in the water, stirred by the wind. The wind of desire stirs the mind, and the me, which is but a reflection of the self in the mind, appears changeful. But these ideas of movement, of restlessness, of pleasure and pain are all in the mind. The self, with a capital S, the self stands beyond the mind, aware but unconcerned. Questioner, how to reach it? Maharaj, you are the self, capital S, here and now. Leave the mind alone. Stand aware and unconcerned, and you will realize that to stand alert but detached, watching events come and go, is an aspect of your real nature. Okay, this goes back and forth, questioner Maharaj, quite a bit, so I'm just going to say it. What are the other aspects? The aspects are infinite in number. Realize one, and you will realize all. Tell me something that would help me. You know best what you need. I am restless. How can I gain peace? For what do you need peace? To be happy. Are you not happy now? No, I am not. What makes you unhappy? I have what I don't want, and I want what I don't have. Why don't you invert it? Want what you have and care not for what you don't have. Wow. I want to stop. That sounds like happiness. Invert it. Want what you have and care not for what you don't have. Questioner. I want what is pleasant and don't want what is painful. How do you know what is pleasant and what is not? That's Maharaj asking. How do you know what is pleasant and what is not? Questioner. From past experience, of course. Maharaj. Guided by memory, you have been pursuing the pleasant and shunning the unpleasant. Have you succeeded? Questioner. No, I have not. The pleasant does not last. Pain sets in again. Maharaj. Which pain? Questioner. The desire for pleasure, the fear of pain. Both are states of distress. Is there a state of unalloyed pleasure or unalloyed? Let's look that up. Unalloyed. That's even a word. It is. I thought he might add un to the beginning of the word. Not alloyed with other metals, pure, total, utter, like unalloyed bliss. I know an alloy is an amalgamation of different metals together. So where is that in the statement? Questioner was asking, is there a state of unalloyed pleasure? So pure pleasure? Maharaj, every pleasure, physical or mental, needs an instrument. Both the physical and mental instruments are material. They get tired and worn out. The pleasure they yield is necessarily limited in intensity and duration. Pain is the background of all your pleasures. You want them because you suffer. On the other hand, the very search for pleasure is the cause of pain. It is a vicious circle. Questioner. I can see the mechanism of my confusion, but I do not see my way out of it. Maharaj. The very examination of the mechanism shows the way. After all, your confusion is only in your mind, which never rebelled so far against confusion and never got to grips with it. It rebelled only against pain. Questioner. So, all I can do is to stay confused? Maharaj. Be alert. Question. Observe. Investigate. Learn all you can about confusion, how it operates, what it does to you and others. By being clear about confusion, you become clear of confusion. Questioner. When I look into myself, I find my strongest desire is to create a monument, to build something which will outlast me. Even when I think of a home, wife, and child, it is because it is a lasting, solid testimony to myself. Maharaj. Right, build yourself a monument. How are you supposed to do it? Questioner. It matters little what I build as long as it is permanent. Maharaj. Surely you can see for yourself that nothing is permanent. All wears out, breaks down, dissolves. The very ground on which you build gives way. What can you build that will outlast all? Questioner. Intellectually, verbally, I am aware that all is transient. Yet somehow my heart wants permanency. I want to create something that lasts. Maharaj. Then you must build it of something lasting. What have you that is lasting? Neither your body nor mind will last. You must look elsewhere. Questioner. I long for permanency, but I find it nowhere. Maharaj. Are you yourself not permanent? Questioner. I was born. I shall die. Maharaj. Can you truly say you were not before you were born? And can you possibly say when dead, now I am no more? You cannot say from your own experience that you are not. You can only say, I am. Others, too, cannot tell you you are not. I want to interject here. And I believe he said it earlier. I may have been the one who said it in these videos, the way I took it. But you were never born, so you can never die. We go on and on. Anyway, so the questioner says, there is no I am in sleep, Maharaj. Before you make such sweeping statements, examine carefully your waking state. You will soon discover that it is full of gaps, when the mind blanks out. Notice how little you remember even when fully awake. You cannot say that you were not conscious during sleep. You just don't remember. A gap in memory is not necessarily a gap in consciousness. Questioner. Can I make myself remember my state of deep sleep? Maharaj. Of course. By eliminating the intervals of inadvertence during your waking hours, you will gradually eliminate the long interval of absent-mindedness, which you call sleep. You will be aware that you are asleep. Inadvertence. I'm looking that one up. This is the vocabulary hour, well, not hour, moment today. Inadvertence. The quality or condition of being inadvertent, not helpful. The act or effect of inattention and oversight. So inadvertence is not giving attention. So I'm going to start. Repeat, I meant. Maharaj, by eliminating the intervals of inadvertence during your waking hours, you will gradually eliminate the long interval of absent-mindedness, which you call sleep. You will be aware that you are asleep. Questioner. Yet the problem of permanency, of continuity of being, is not solved. Maharaj. Permanency is a mere idea, born of the action of time. Time, again, depends on memory. By permanency, you mean unfailing memory through endless time. You want to eternalize the mind, which is not possible. Questioner. Then, what is eternal? Maharaj. That which does not change with time. You cannot eternalize a transient thing. Only the changeless is eternal. Questioner. I am familiar with the general sense of what you say. I do not crave for more knowledge. All I want is peace. Maharaj. You can have for the asking all the peace you want. Questioner. I am asking. Maharaj. You must ask with an undivided heart and live an integrated life. Questioner. How? Maharaj. Detach yourself from all that makes your mind restless. Renounce all that disturbs its peace. If you want peace, deserve it. Questioner. Surely everybody deserves peace. Maharaj. Only those deserve it who don't disturb it. Questioner. In what way do I disturb peace? Maharaj. By being a slave to your desires and fears. Questioner. Even when they are justified? Maharaj. Emotional reactions born of ignorance or inadvertence are never justified. Seek a clear mind and a clean heart. All you need is to keep quietly alert, inquiring into the real nature of yourself. This is the only way to peace. All right, then it has a little extra here, Maharaj's quotes. It's got 3 of them first. The seeker is he who is in search of himself. Next. The self is near and the way to it is easy. All you need doing is doing nothing. And last, stay open and quiet. That is all. Now there's also a picture here I'll share. The caption says, followers debating in presence of Maharaj Sudhakar S. Dikshit, editor on the extreme left. I didn't write his name. You can see how it's spelled there. There we go. All right. You want to look longer? You can pause. All right, that is the end of chapter 8. I will see you next time I see you, or you will see me next time I'm here, whatever. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in, and I hope you found this useful. If not, I'm doing this for me and just sharing it as I go along. So I appreciate y'all, and I'm going to sign off, and that is it. Have a great day.